Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to get back on the F100. I've done a little bit off camera, not a whole lot. I did tack the rear end up to the frame right there. Just tack it on there so it won't move. I came through and this came out a little bit, so I shaved it off. I got to finish shaving this off. I've realized this rear cross piece here is going to have to come out, so we're going to take that out. Trim this off. Mainly I'm just trimming this off so it'll all be straight, because I'm going to work on the C-notch today also. So I'm going to make all that flush just so it'll sit in there nicely and get flushed. This will probably all get trimmed off somehow, somewhere along the way. But I think, well, first, might as well go ahead and cut that center cross piece off. That way where I boxed the frame can come all the way back to here. Tried to keep it as strong as possible right there. It doesn't support a lot. I mean, it's just the bed that goes back here. Probably a fuel cell if I don't use a stock fuel tank. I don't know about that yet. But the C-notch is going to come up into the bed anyway. So we got to get that out. That, like I say, that doesn't support a whole lot, so it doesn't have to be super strong. But where I C-notch this up and around, I need that fairly strong, so I'm gonna go ahead and box it. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's see if we can get all set up. I got most of it out and started anyway. I got some earplugs around here somewhere. Here we go. Get some earplugs and some eye protections, a little more eye protection. It is fairly it's a little bit chilly here this morning. Get my, there. Try to get things set together. I think what we're going to first try, gonna get this out. Now that we got us a second grinder, things can move along a little better. And we'll also break out the air hammer to get these rivets pulled out of here. Okay guys, I'm back. I got the rivets knocked out. We got the centerpiece out. I don't know what we'll do with it. I'm gonna set it over here. Yep, that do. Okay. Now that I got that out, we can proceed with our straightening of the frame right here for where I box it, because I want to maintain this line. I don't know if it comes up on video. Get that line right there. Slice it off. I got the same on this side. This line shows up a whole lot better. Slice that line keep that straight. That just to make it easier for the boxing. So that's the next thing to do is go ahead and cut those off. We'll move you up over here. How about right there? How's that? Oh, you got a great view now. Let me get my earplugs back in. And here we go. Woo. Now, as you can see, nice and straight-ish. Whole lot better than what it was. Woo, 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 woo. So I'll be able to put a piece of straight metal on there, box that in, make it twice as strong as it was from the factory. Built Ford tough, eh? Okay, well, I think what my next trick, I think maybe I should probably put the 4-link bars, the bottom half, and tack them to the rear end. That way I could cut these tacks on here, slip me a piece of cardboard or whatever behind here, trace that out, and make my template for making the C-notch. If I tack these in now, it's not where it's going to be permanently located, but if I tack it in right now, I won't lose my position of the rear end right now. That way I could cut it loose, actually take the jack stands out from under it, let it swing down out of the way so that I can get behind here, cut off what I need to cut off, put in what I need to put in. I think it'll make it a whole lot easier. So that's probably what I'm gonna do now, is just go ahead and mount these in, or back in, I guess, technically. Wonder what that came from. Huh, we'll set it right over here. Let me take these earplugs out so I'm not hollering, or seem like I'm hollering. I think I've been talking normal. So what we'll do is we'll move the tripod over on this side a little bit-ish and angle you down. There. Now you can see what I'm doing. I got my rubber hammer. And let's see if I can't get this whacked back into position here. Let's see, got a pair of channel locks. Okay. Gotta open this up just a hair. Like that. All right. And a bolt and a nut. Like I say, this is not by any means permanent. That's a little better. Okay, I'm not even cranking the bolts all the way down. Yeah, it ain't gonna have a lot of slop in it anyway. Now I'm gonna need, let's use one of these quick squeeze clamps. Okay. Okay. I think that's all that'll need right there, is that much. Well, let's do this other side. If we can. Maybe it'll be just as easy. Not. Grab a bolt and a nut for that side. Well, why are we being so angry now? Okay, got that one through. Took a lot more work than it really actually needed to be. Let's go grab us another clamp. Okie dokie. Okay, like I say, they're not level or plumb. Plumb. They're not plumb, leveled up or anything. They're just there so that I can drop the axle and then bring it back up to the same position, basically, after I cut all this. So that's all that they're going to be there for right now. Let's get the welding machine out. Take off this hoodie so I can put on my welding jacket. Hit the record. I didn't even grind none of that, so this is gonna be fun. Let's get us ground up here. Good spot for a ground right there. Give me a glove. Torch out. And a face shield. Might want to turn this on. Okie dokie. I'm just going to do a tack right here, maybe. Get on the other side over here. Okay. And get one right up here. One over here. That ought to hold that right there. Let's do this side. And I'm gonna have to get right in you guys where you guys were sitting at. So I'll move this around here. Get it from right here. Okie dokie. Stay. So that ought to hold the rear end in place. We're gonna set you down right there. Take the grinding tool and whoo! I remember what I'm doing here. Okay, now, we'll get the jack around back here in just a minute. First, I'm gonna cut the tacks off of this rear end here. Stay. Let's get our floor jack. Bring it around back. I'm a poet and didn't know it. Why am I lifting the frame? We're gonna go way under here. There's what we want to do. Now we move our jack stands. To to the back here. And lower it down, see what we got. Oh. Didn't quite cut through over there. Now she's angry. See what that gets me. Still no joy. Well, sometimes you got to persuade things. I'll just come from the back side back here. There she went. She snows heavy. But that should allow me to drop the rear end out like that. So we got the rear end dropped out of her. I just cut them tacks. Like I say, now you'll see how the bottom arms actually articulate as if the suspension was moving. That's how it keeps the rear end from moving forward and backwards. So there we go. Now we get the fun part. We got to set up and get the get our CAD drawings here. And I just happen to have a fresh CAD right here, but I don't have a pencil. So we're going to take this and slide her in here. Pretty, pretty. But maybe to make it easier, we should cut off. Man, I wish I had a freaking plasma cutter. So I'm taking nothing to slice that off with plasma. Find my writing tool. Okay, found my pencil. We're gonna try to make like this edge butt up with the part that I've already put in here. Like that. And then use the bottom like that. Yeah, this is probably going to have to get I might slice all that off. That's gonna something like this. So I put that down here now, like that, and then that, bring that up to right there. Arts and crafts time. See, looky there. That high school arts and crafts paid off. I think this will work. Biggest thing is where the rear end is going to sit, which is in here, this area here. That's where I'm going to have to bump up, and this ain't long enough. I'm going to come out further. So for right now, let's try trimming this bottom, seeing if it'll fit in the frame rail. We'll start with that. See what we come up with. Come up here. Let's get us a pair of scissors. Wrong drawer. These ought to work. Better idea. Let's get a kniffy. And we'll move over this way. I got this big old chunk of sheet metal sitting out here for a table. A screech.
Screech!
Now we'll bring you right here. Ta-da! Yeah. So what I'll do is take the kniffy. Because as easy as cardboard is to cut. Oh, got off my line. Never cut towards yourself. There we go. Let's see how this will work out over here. Oh, I know what. Y'all don't want to see it from the front side. Let's take you to the back side. Over here. Like this. Right there. Fiddle in right here like such. And that's pretty darn close. Yeah, I like that. And actually I can get this marker. I'm gonna try this. I don't know that this is gonna work right. My cardboard's a little bit bowed inward there. Maybe that'll help. Let's see here. So that should be good there. What I need to cut off is this right here. Hey guys, I'm sorry about that. GoPro battery died. I don't know what's going on with it. I charged it last night. Anyway, what I got done here is I came in, I chopped out some of this right here, making this basically flush along here. Might be a little piece still sticking out there. I can't tell. Anyway, so we got that cut out. And then we went and made us our cardboard template. Which turned out pretty decent. It's just gonna fit right in here like that. And that'll be our C-notch that comes up. And like I said in the other video, what I plan on doing is just taking this part out right here. Basically trying to move this up to here. I don't know if you can see it on the template or not. Yeah, it should come out. what I'm thinking about doing is, you know, it'll be cut right here. This is actually the top part of the frame, so we'll cut here, come across there, and come down on the frame piece. So what I did with this is I throwed it over here on a big chunk of sheet metal, hit it with the black marker. There's lots of marks all over this thing. I've been piddling with it, trying to find out the best way of doing it, and I think that way is this cardboard piece is the best. So we're going to slice this out. Like I say, this is the whole thing. I still have to come inside here and cut out or draw out off of here where the notch is going to be. So I don't have a tripod. All I got is this little selfie stick doodad, and it gets way out there. Okay, so probably what I'm gonna have to do is pause the video a little bit so I can draw, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. I might be able to do it. Let's see. I kind of already got this much of it. I know I want a 6-inch spot across here. The tube on the axle over there is 3 inches from outside to outside. So even if it comes all the way up, with 6 inches, that'll give me, what, 2 inches on each side? Right, basically, something like that. Or inch and a half on each side. So what I'm thinking is I come down across this, and I got a bit of a curve to it. And I was gonna do the same thing on this other side. I tried to turn it over. Come off of here, from here down to here somewhere. Like that. Now let's try this. Use a Sharpie marker. Like I say, this comes into, and I'm going to try to stay just below that line. Not doing a very good job of it, am I? Right along there. Nope, right there. A little bit of a curve there. Turn our portrait. Go from here. Like that. Yeah. Then we can cut that part out. We'll transfer that to our metal. So let me do that right quick because everybody wants to watch me draw and I don't have a tripod at present time. So hang on a minute, I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. We got her cut out. She's a beaut, all right. I think she'll work out pretty good. Let's walk over here and see what we can come up with. Just kind of hold it up here, kind of like such. I think it'll work. Whew. It was only gone for a couple minutes there, but that took almost 2 hours to cut that out. If I had a plasma cutter, it wouldn't take so long. But I did use a grinder. I ended up using a little bouncy jigsaw with a metal blade on it, of course. I should be able to lay this down right, y'all. Mark out another one. In total, I need 4, one for each side of the frame. I guess technically I really don't have to have one for the outside edge of this frame. Yeah, it'd kind of be a pain in the butt just to mock up just this part of the curve right here. It'd be easier just to do the whole thing. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut 3 more of these out, and hopefully we can get them welded in. Probably not today, probably another day or two working on this. Hopefully I get this video done by Thursday. So, yep, that's what we're gonna do. So, just hang on, we'll be right back, hopefully. Okay guys, I'm back a couple of days later. Finally went out, broke down, went to the Harbor Freight, got me a plasma cutter, had to get me some cool little goggles. Cutting this 1/4 inch with a grinder with a zip disc on it, or a cutoff wheel, whatever you want to call it, takes too long. I did cut a couple of them out, so we're gonna get back on this thing, cut out these C-notches. Let me turn it on. Might be a little noisy. There she goes. And let me get cutting. As you can see, that's a whole heap faster. All right, we got one more to cut out. And that's that. Now we'll have to come through here with a grinder, clean them up. I'll use my original one that I cut out with a grinder, and the zip disc cutoff wheel has a template to smooth them out. But hey, that thing works. It's one of these little titanium. It's the bigger one, the 65 amp Harbor Freight. It says it'll cut up to 1 inch with a good clean cut, so if I figure 1/4 inch out, I'll shoot right through it. And it does. So my official review of the titanium plasma 65, good stuff, Maynard. All right, well, let me get these cleaned up, do a little grindy, and then we're gonna start cleaning this area up. So give me a little bit of time. Got one smoothed out. Kind of, sort of. Jaggedy edges. Let me bring you over here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, please keep in mind, this is the very first time. That's not entirely true. This is the second time I've operated a plasma cutter. One time was on a job site when I was working at a power facility. We were just playing around. It's the first time I'd ever messed with one, so I got to play with it. But, like I say, the edges, you can see where the plasma cuts through it. But once we weld this on the frame and we put another piece of metal on top of this and weld it, once we weld two pieces together, make this a box, that won't even be noticeable because it'll be all covered up with weld, and we'll grind it down smooth, make it look pretty. I gotta find a place to put all this stuff now. There. Okay, got two more of those to go, and that stuff will be done. So once again, I'm gonna pause, so hang tight. Hey guys, I'm back. I got all 4 plates cut out, ground. Took the edges off of them. Got them all cleaned up. Like I say, they're still a little roughish and whatnot, like I said before. They'll be fine. Got the inside one on this side mocked up, and that's what we're looking like. So instead of I was thinking about doing like hard angles. I'm glad I did that curve to it. It gives a little more factory look-ish, I guess. So we'll come in here and put some tack welds along here. As far as the inside looks, there we go. From the inside here, and you can see right here where the C-notch is going to be. We're just going to cut all that section out after we get both sides on. We just whack her out with the plasma torch. I love the plasma torch, cutter, whatever. Anyway, yeah, we butted them up along here. We're just going to run us a seam right there, pinch it together, make it look good, grind it down. She'll look great. As for the back here, oh, we'll have to probably piece in a little something through here, just to, you know, I'm gonna fully weld it all the way down. So just something there, or I can heat it up. That may be what I do, is heat it up and bang that thing in. Yeah, just bang it in there. So that's what my next step is going to be right there. Go ahead and get this welded on, because that is going to be permanent just like that. And then I'll get this side over here done. Then I got to plate I'm going to put one on the outside. Like I said, I had thought about not doing the whole plate on there, but man, it'll make it 100 times easier to have the whole plate. And what I may end up having to do is put it on there, mark that out, torch it, because that plasma cutter jumping that 1/4 inch, you wouldn't think 1/4 inch would be much, but that plasma cutter torch tip arc, that's what it's, an arc, jumping that 1/4 inch to make the connection to cut. It's kind of like welding in reverse. It has to be, the arc has to make contact with the piece it's cutting, otherwise it just turns itself off. Anyway, yeah, so I'll mark that out, a little wacky whack, cutty cut. And yeah, like I said, we'll weld that in. Once we put the outside piece on here, that's gonna be real fun getting the torch gun down in there on that side, but you know, it'll be what it'll be. And then we'll put a cap over the whole thing. We'll start right here and cover that up. Box it in, make it cool. All right, well, let me get all this put together. I'm gonna go ahead and tack this piece on, and yeah, once I get this piece tacked on, then I'll come over to this other side. I'll get it set up to do it. I don't guess anybody wants to watch me weld again. So give it just a few minutes and I'll be back. Probably, it's getting kind of late. It's almost 8 o'clock now. So probably what I'll do is tack this one on, mock up at the driver's side, and then I'm gonna call it a night. So I'll come back tomorrow and finish welding them all. So we'll see y'all tomorrow. Hey guys, I'm back. I did a little bit of welding. I kind of got ahead of myself, started cleaning stuff up. We're gonna be bringing the F-150 in here pretty soon. I got the notches mounted. They're welded. We did a good bit of welding. We welded it the whole way, all the way down. Did both sides. I've told y'all before, I'm not good at welding upside down or nothing like that, so I'm gonna actually flip this frame over to get the bottoms. I did climb under there and tack them. In about 4 or 5 spots, I tacked them good. Kind of like this. Tacked them real good so that I could actually flip this frame over and weld the bottom of it. Same way I did it when we on the 4-link, when we reinforced that channel, boxed it in. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, boxed it in. So yeah, we got this all welded up. She's good and strong. Now all I gotta do is cut the strips to go in here. So I guess really for this video, I think that's gonna do it. We'll grab the plasma cutter and sip them notches out of there on the frame since it's all welded up and everything. But yeah, that's gonna be a wrap for the C-channel notching. I appreciate everybody watching. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, share the videos, word of mouth, whatever. Get us out there. Like I say, I appreciate everybody watching. And like I always say, if you ain't doing something, you ain't doing nothing.